This is me walking on the retaining wall. Heading out from class right now. Man, I just bombed my test. But that being said, we got two things that's going on today. Number one, today is payday for the contractor. And number two, we have to figure out what paint color to do this entire house. And yes, the retaining wall is finished. This is me walking on the retaining wall like a happy camper. All this dirt has to be dropped inside of there. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with all this stuff right here. I actually took out some of the blocks and made a pathway, as you can see on every step. And you can keep walking all the way down here. And over here, what I plan to do is just make a whole garden. And as you're standing on these, you can just start watering the plants that's all around there. As you walk in from the back door, you can see all this tile is staying. All of this carpet was removed. We plan on putting the flooring over here. And that was painted from the old gray, the dry gray, to the fresh white. That's from the foundation movement. It cracked the actual brick on the fireplace. But of course, that's the first coat. And then we're gonna patch up those cracks. Got the beautiful kitchen cut out. Got the bigger, wider door. Definitely the risk is paying off. And there's nothing much really to show over here. It's just new carpet, painted, painted, new carpet, painted, all the drywall's fixed. The bathroom, kitchen cabinets were painted. This still has to be resurfaced. And then of course that has to be floored. You have to re-gravel this, which is basically this line right here, because some of these pieces, as you can see, they're starting to move around. But back to the most important part right now. Look at this mess. This is all coming from making that beautiful retaining wall. This is the retaining wall that I've been telling you all about. I hope you all like it because I love it. It makes it look so much more classy and way cleaner. Look at this. I mean, compared to what was there before, you have to tell me that this makes a massive difference. It goes all the way down there, but we still have some more work there, so we gotta level up the dirt. I honestly hate this right here. It's so pointless and you can't even walk through it. So for the exterior, I like to keep it very simple, just a color that everybody can like, or a majority of people like. I don't like to get too creative and too decorative because everybody has their own preference. As you can see behind me, it's the off-white color, and then that's the old paint you see right there. The trim is the old paint. So the contractor put me off-white, and then he put a light gray and he put a dark gray beside it. So now I'm just having to decide between that. My original preference was to make the entire house gray and then dark gray trims, but he told me he already bought the off-white paint. That was my mistake because I decided to change my mind down the road without communicating with him, and he bought it from the first day. So now I just gotta stick with that, or I would have had to pay a little bit more. So the paint off-white right there, and then as you can see on the door trim, that's dark gray. So we'll do dark gray here, dark gray around the window, dark gray trimming all around the house. What you're seeing there, remember, is blue. It's not dark gray. And then here's just a side view of the house. All that's gonna be off-white with the dark gray trim on the top. The dark gray color is not confirmed yet, but he's showing me samples right now. So once I figure those out, hopefully I'll have it on video so we can see the outcome and see if I messed up or made the right choice. Oh my god, I almost fell. What I'm doing with these videos is I like to make a whole before and a whole after video, but I decided on this one I'm gonna do a day by day interaction when I come to the house, the problems I encounter, the things I have to decide to do, so all of you can have a feel for it, so when it's your time to do these projects, you have a big understanding of how it's done. So if I'm showing you things and you're like, oh, that's such a minor difference, understand that it's because the video I'm doing is almost every single day when I come out here I'm showing you. Man, when I see this line, it kills me. That's the foundation cracking. Just gotta get that patched up because the foundation's already fixed. This beautiful big gate right here still has to be painted. You can see it's kind of rusting right here from the water, but all this will be painted fresh black. I have to decide what I'm gonna do with the landscaping. This is a nice design, but I have to know what flowers I'm gonna put, if I'm gonna remove these or if I'm gonna keep them. Because if I can give you one advice, that's to make sure that your landscaping and your curb appeal is out of the sky. Meaning when people drive from there and go around this roundabout all the way to come to this house, they need to see attraction. They need to see a nice mailbox, not this wooden one that I can, oh my god, I almost took it out, that I can lift out of the floor with my own bare hands. So I think I'm gonna have to get a new mailbox also. It's so funny because I didn't even know that this mailbox is messed up. I was just gonna paint it. This is why recording is good. It makes me realize things I didn't realize. Anyways, the curb appeal is what I was talking about. That's exactly why I did the retaining wall. The retaining wall gives a big curb appeal. The same thing goes for this right here, for these flowers, for these trees, for those back there on the entrance. I have to make sure all of those things look amazing. When people walk in, they first see that, and then that's what they fall in love with. For example, look, this guy's pulling up or this woman's pulling up. When they drive with their realtor, they have to be able to come to this house and automatically their eye catches to it. It's crazy how weird this weather is. You can see I'm wearing a jacket right now. The other day I was making a video, I was melting, and now I'm wearing a jacket because it was cold in the morning, and now it's hot. You can never predict this weather. So as you can see, a lot of progress has been made. We're getting closer and closer to the deadline. I believe it was a 3-week process for this house, but we're getting closer now to the finishing touch-ups. We're painting the exterior right now. We're about to get the countertops and all of that resurfaced, I believe on Thursday. We're gonna get the final floorings in. So it's basically wrapping up everything right now. Like I said, I came here for 2 things. Number 1 was to pay the contractor, and number 2 was to see the exterior paint, to see if I'm gonna pick dark gray or light gray on the off-white paint that we have around the whole house. I'm still deciding, so I'm probably not gonna decide it with this video, but you are going to see the aftermath, and hopefully I make the correct decision, and hopefully the people who come see this house love it. Look what we got going. Painting that shed. The color is basically called plastic, where whenever the rust comes you can hardly see it because the color is very close to the rust. All of that right there has got to be power washed so it can come off some nasty orange on the bottom. You know what's funny, when we were building this retaining wall, the neighbor actually said no, he didn't want to do it. And I was shocked. I was like, you have this old wood over there that's rotting, why would you not want to do this retaining wall? It's gonna freshen it up and make it look nice and put a professional dividance between our land and your land. And he goes, because I paid so much money for that wood when it was first built there. And I was like, that was 20 years ago, get over it. So that's a wrap up for this video. Just like I told you, I'm giving you the its and bits and pieces of the day-to-day operations when I come to these properties. I hope you all benefit, learn from it, and also take what I'm telling you and apply it within your life. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe if you want more weekly videos just like this one, and then share it with the friends and the people that you love so they can benefit as well. You all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.